What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you another episode of Vampyr. Now, in the last episode, we started heading towards the main quest. We went into the next district of Whitechapel, I believe. And currently, we're trying to find Dorothy Crane, who she's supposed to be a nurse at the hospital, but apparently she's helping the poor people in Whitechapel by giving them free medicine. So we're about to talk to some people to get some information on her so we can go and confront her. So let's jump right into it, guys. Alright. So, I just want to show you guys a couple things that have changed since the end of the last episode. So one thing that changed right as I finished, so we've still got these 3 people that we know are sick, but Pembroke, a bunch of people got fatigue now. I think everyone that's sick is fatigued. Oh no, he's got a headache. Oh, he's always had a headache. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people with fatigue. So, we're gonna have to go back and treat them. So, we can craft a treatment for fatigue for him. I don't know if we have a treatment for bronchitis or migraine yet. So, that's one thing that's changed. The other thing that's changed is I redid my skills. So, I was finding in the last episode that Shadow Veil wasn't really as good as I had hoped it would be, because I can't really do much while veiled without exiting the shadows. So, I got rid of that instead, and I got rid of Shadow Mist. And the reason I got rid of Shadow Mist is because I felt like I was missing with it way too often. So instead, I've got Blood Spear and Claws. This is the melee attack, and this is a ranged blood attack. And then the ultimate abilities all cost 1,000. I was looking through them. This one, Rage basically teleports your character all around, and you slash at all of the enemies nearby you. This one, it's basically a better version of Shadow Mist. It creates shadow at their feet and does a lot of damage. And then this one basically boils the blood of your enemies and makes their blood explode, damaging all the people around them. So right now I'm kind of torn between these two. I'm most likely going to go for this one just because... well, you know what? I might actually go for this one. Just because for the most part, the ultimate abilities are best to save for when you're in boss fights. And the more damage you do in a boss fight, the better. The only reason I'd be torn is because this one I could actually use against like groups of people, whereas this one would really only be useful against bosses. But currently I have a melee and a blood, and this one's a shadow, so I could have one of all 3 just in case whatever boss I come against is, resistant to one of them. So those are the only changes since the last episode, so we're going to be jumping back into it. Let's see. So I needed 8 cures for fatigue so far. Do I have even enough stuff? I do. I have plenty of... Alright, so I'm going to craft a bunch of these. And then I had 1 for bronchitis. And... yeah, currently I don't have anything for headache or migraine. That's in this section. So hopefully we unlock those soon. Oh, I also upgraded this to level 3 and this to level 2. Just to make those a little bit better. I don't know if I showed that at the end of the last one or not. So... I think I'm gonna head back to the hospital real quick and treat all of those patients. So I'll cut till I get there, treat them all, and then cut till I get back. Alright, guys. So here we are again. I went back already, and... where is it? I treated everyone that I was able to. Nothing interesting happened the whole time. I fought a couple of the pre-win guard, but none of them were anything to note. So everyone's been treated except for Oswald, who I don't have a treatment for. So by the next time we sleep, they'll all be fully cured. So now we've got, let me go back into this. We've got one more in here. We've got Albert Palmer, and then we've got Darius Petrescu. We can cure both of them, but he's the only one that we know of that we haven't unlocked anything for. So let's start heading to the quest objectives so that we can start healing, or start, what was I trying to say? Figuring out how to get into Petrescu's place. Who are you? Are you the guy I'm looking for?
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize,
No.
my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist?
I have heard
Interesting. You're not the guy I was looking for, though. Are you? Perhaps.
Excuse me, sir. Are
Yeah.
you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Interesting.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr.
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel.
Interesting.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Okay.
Goodbye, Miss.
So now we've got to talk to Richard Nethercott and go to the mailbox to find the letter that he tore up. Interesting. So, so more than likely he was trying to divert. Okay. He was trying to divert the Oh, there's more of you. Oh my God, there's several more of you. Oh, I'm getting better at this. What was I saying? So anyways, I'm sure he was trying to divert the journalist away from where Dorothy is, but most likely it was to either sneak a person or drugs in. Which, you know, honestly though, I can't really say if what she's doing is right or wrong, because she's helping people, but she's doing it illegally and more than likely stealing
evening,
drugs.
sir.
It's kind of
I'm Dr. Reed.
one of those
I would
gray
like to
areas.
ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest.
Really?
I'm a poet.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight.
Okay,
I'll
cool. Yeah, I don't have a treat. Wait, do I? I do have treatments for cold. God damn it! I thought I. Oh, because I hadn't met him yet. That's why I didn't craft one. Okay. Oh. Dear Mr. Nethercott, thank you for sending your book of poems, Songs from the Defeated City, which we found it as interesting and profound as we told you the first time we received it. Alas, in the terrible times our country is currently facing, you must understand such title would be totally inappropriate for any publication. Thus, since you still refuse to change your title and demand the full publication or none of your work, I'm sorry to announce to you that Sycophant Publishing chose the second option. Interesting. So they denied him publishing his book. So let's talk to him about that, see what he has to say.
Good evening.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
Still, you don't seem to suffer from poverty.
With thanks to my parents, actually. I'm afraid I would not be able to live on my own without their help.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
I'll leave you.
So he hasn't even published one book yet. I mean, the note said that he was a good author, at least. Like, it said that his book was good, his poems, anyways. But that because of the epidemic, they wouldn't publish it simply because of the name. So, a small flower bouquet with a voucher for a free medical checkup hidden between the flowers. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to find that. You must be Camilla.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask...
Oh, she's
I know what you're thinking.
she's the mute florist.
Tall, strange.
I don't think she's gonna answer very many of our questions.
Dorothy Crane. Tell me. I know you understand. Very well.
Well, good talking to you, Camilla. Or I guess good talking at you. Since you're not much for conversation. Oh, here's the letter. My dearest, most beloved children, I'm so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also a war going on here in England. A war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now. To feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Cool. Is there anyone
Darius
else
is a
around
bit
here that I
less
haven't
of a
talked to?
mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Who's coughing? Who are you? You're not mute too, are you? Are you a prostitute?
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
She's a prostitute. I could tell just by the way she was doing
Don't
whatever
be
she was
shy,
doing.
handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling.
All right, then, but be quick.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Fair enough.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Well, fuck you too. What are you sick from? Fatigue. Wait. Oh, I have a cure for fatigue, but it's not for you. I'll make you one later. I need to find Albert. Who are you? Wait. What? Who are you? How do I get into that place? I'm gonna find out how to get to you. You can't hide from me forever. Wait. Can I just go in? Oh.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm a Harry, by the way. Is
Oh.
there only pain and suffering in this world?
I'm gonna rob you, by the way. Okay.
So,
I'm not bothered.
do you...
Yes?
I have no idea who this guy is.
Speaking of which...
My father is an idiot who may...
Oh,
Forgive my bluntness, young man.
Why should I?
you'd be Joe's son. Oh, I remember this
My
guy.
dreams are soaked with glue.
There's some interesting things we can find out about him later on. I'm not gonna spoil it though, because we'll figure it out later. I love how I'm just looting this dude's house. Oh. Dear Mr. Peterson, it is my duty to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. I must thank you for the time spent at our office explaining the difficulty of your situation with your ill boy and the loss of your beloved wife. But it is also my duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly removes the employment of former criminals or convicts. Your unfortunate connections with the ill-famed Wet Boot Boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir, and Finch and Harper intend to reward the first candidate to pass the small inquiry we like to conduct about our future employees. You have my deepest sympathy, and may God be with you and your family. Oh, well, that's fucked up. So he didn't get the job because of, you know, his criminal background, but he's obviously trying to get the job, like, to get out of that life. And they're denying him.
Is there only pain and suffering in
That
this
sucks.
world?
Pretty much. There's only pain and suffering everywhere. It's okay. You.
You?
Why do you keep on working for the gang?
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now.
You could leave tomorrow.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor.
Harry doesn't seem...
I've always put my sons in.
You really love your son.
He's my pride and joy.
Do you have an...
Only one.
Since the...
No one will ever...
Goodbye.
Okay. Okay. So let's go figure out what we can do with Petrescu.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Just kick the door in.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right.
So that's because we found the letter, huh? The letter that he wrote to his kids. Because in it he was talking about wanting to make the world a better place and blah blah blah. I'm gonna loot your house before I talk to you some more. Just so you know.
It's locked.
For now.
If you want to talk to Doctor...
We've not been formally...
I am Darius.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes.
You could have told...
As a great writer recently...
So
like myself...
She seems important.
More than...
Tell me everything you know.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor. But I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered.
Are you not worried?
She is as brave.
Are you in love with Camellia?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really?
She's not from around here.
You say she has...
Well, there's that awful...
Tell me...
I do not...
Wait, that's...
Who? You say...
Well...
Okay.
I know you've...
I know my days on...
But Romania escaped the...
It is not the country I fought for.
Do you...
Who knows?
Don't be...
It's quite... No.
How did you meet...
I'm her oldest friend in England.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you?
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothy.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr.
Good talking to you. Oh, I have a cure for you, by the way.
Yes?
Do...
I made this one specifically for you.
Goodbye, Mr.
Okay. Let's go and talk to Dorothy then. Oh, there's someone in there with her. Oh, wait, no, these are other patients. Interesting, interesting. I know what's about to happen. And I want to be ready for it to happen. Where's that? No. Okay. My dearest Dorothea, when you read this letter, I will be on the boat that will take Anton and me back to Brasov. England was not for us, and I confess I cannot wait to see again the proud hills of Transylvania. As soon as we are there, I promise I'll light a candle in the Black Church and pray for you to survive this terrible epidemic. I know that you do not agree with this decision and that you are determined to be more useful by helping our comrades exiled in the East End, but Anton cannot wait to return to our beloved country and see our long-awaited revolution bloom. He is my husband and I will stay by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know you would have wanted me to stand by your side and help you manage this clinic of yours, but now that I'm leaving England, be assured that if anything would happen to you, if you ever were in great trouble or danger, I would come back immediately to London, with or without Anton. Please think of me as much as I think of you. I am your affectionate sister, Theodora. Interesting. What's going on?
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor.
You would never, ever do this in unsanitary conditions like this.
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, doctor. He's still bleeding, doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, doctor?
Uh-oh.
I can't see.
Gotta fight that bloodlust.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Yes. Yes, I am. Damn it. I'm pretty sure we could have saved him.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, doctor.
Yes. We did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I think we could have saved him with epinephrine. I don't know.
Doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
So,
To what do I owe this courtesy?
yeah, we'll talk in a
I
minute.
suspect
Or
it
we'll
was
talk
more
now.
than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty, nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You're a bitch.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
So she knows that... She doesn't know that she's a vampire, but she knows that she's killing the dying patients.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Oh. Okay. So obviously I'm not going to do this as far as getting the good ending. Charming her. I don't know about charming her. Just because it says you'll forget all about this. I don't know if that means she'll forget about the clinic, if she'll forget about the hospital, if she'll forget about just my visit. I don't know what she'll forget about. I'll look away, but you resign. That seems like the most logical option. I don't know. It's between these two. This one's not an option for us because we're trying to do the good ending. I don't know which option to go for though. I'm gonna spare her, just because this one there's so many unknowns with it. So hopefully this is a good idea.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Yeah, okay. I think that was the best outcome. Oh, I can mesmerize more people now. I think that was the best outcome because I think that what she's doing... Whoops. I think that what she's doing here is good. I think that there's no reason to prevent her from trying to help these people. But, yeah, the blackmailing and the shady shit that she's doing as far as... The fuck? Oh, shit! Where did you guys... Oh, goddammit. I forgot that these guys come in here. Okay. Well, they're dealt with. I wonder if I could talk to Dorothy about what just happened. Let's go see. Dorothy, you were just attacked. No? You don't care? Alright. Good to know. Okay. So now, we're gonna head back. Oh, there's more of you. Hi. Oh, I thought you died. I don't know why I thought you died from that. Oh, did they kill Petrescu? No, he's still alive. I thought they killed Petrescu to get in here. Wait, where does this door lead?
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Oh. It's just another door into his place. Wait, which door did I come through first then? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where does this door lead? Is this not a door? Okay, I can't open this door. Alright, well let's go and talk to Lady Ashbury. And then we'll end the night
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
What? What the fuck? Okay, hi. What are you guys doing? Ah, you son of a whore. Okay, I got one of them. You ready to do this? God, you guys were annoying. Holy Jesus. What was their deal? Where did these guys come from? And why were they such a pain in the ass? And I didn't get to loot these guys because I took too long. God damn you. You people suck. I hate all of you. I can't loot any of you. This sucks. Did I at least get something from you guys? Like a note or something? Nothing. All I got was a weapon. What weapon did I get? It better be good. I definitely got a weapon. Oh, it's a two-hand weapon. Oh no, it's an offhand. A shitty one. God damn it. You guys suck. Oh, I used... Okay, anyways, can I finally go back to the hospital now, please? Now that you guys practically slaughtered me. This is gonna be a really long episode. I'm trying to get things done as quick as possible, but everything just keeps coming up.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
Huh.
No need to apologize, my lady. I know exactly what you endure.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
I don't understand. Why was I...
That is a question only the one who made you can answer.
So me being a vampire...
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just...
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway.
The process is dangerous.
Okay.
I've been hearing a voice.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
Okay. I didn't think she was the one that turned us anyways.
A vampire? Is that what I am?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know.
Interesting.
So we are Ekons.
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the
Okay, so basically what she's saying there then is that the Skull, or is that what they're called? The Skull, are technically vampires, but they're not Ekon level of vampires. So the only variants we know of so far are Skull, Ekon, and then Elders.
Why did you save me in the camp?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some...
William Bishop wasn't the vampire.
No, Jonathan.
Of course not.
What type of...
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you...
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man.
What do you know about this?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan.
Okay.
I know this is beyond the pale.
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and...
Very well. But I believe...
A lady has to have...
And who bestowed it?
My maker. He...
Yeah. So she's answering some of our questions, but she's like half-heartedly answering
When
all
I
of them.
awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters.
Though I can't be certain.
Once...
They have seen better... More...
This stuff's not important because we already know about
I've
that.
been away from London.
Things have got...
Oh, she's just telling us all about what we know now.
What?
Fear.
Are there many vampires?
Immortals are of a rare breed.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea?
You mean your maker? No.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in...
Will they all be as...
I do not see why not. But remember, even the...
That sounds like a letter.
Vampire politics.
Okay.
I bid you... I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Sure. Now that I have enough experience too, I'm going to unlock my ultimate ability. That's all it gave me is a stamina serum. How is that useful? Can I upgrade anything? Yes, this is one I needed to upgrade too. Okay, stamina consumption or blood absorption? Stamina consumption. I don't really need blood absorption if I'm going to be using this, which I'm going to continue using this. Can upgrade my gun too. Oh, I should have used my gun for the boss fights. Those two guys that attacked me? Oh well. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let's check what...
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu?
Well,
I
that'd be
should
bad.
talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
That would be real bad. Okay. So I'll talk to Swansea in the next episode. I'm gonna rest up now and use my points. Let's see. So, I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Abyss. Because fully upgraded it does 2,000 shadow damage, but off the start it does more damage than any of the other ones. And I mostly want to use it for boss fights anyways, so this is what I'm gonna go for. I want to start upgrading these to level 2, but I want to get all of these to level 2 first. Oh, it's just this one. I'm not going to upgrade my serums because I've barely been using them, but I might upgrade my bullets. But I'll wait on that. Okay, so... Oh, that's 2,000. I don't have enough for those. See, I'd have more than enough for all of these if I was consuming people, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so this goes from 200 to 250. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do then is upgrade these two first, since they're the cheapest, and then save the rest of my XP until I can upgrade these ones. Alright, well there's that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this one. I'm really enjoying doing this series, and I'm planning to finish the whole series. Oh, what's this? Feudal police raids in Whitechapel. As of late, the rumors that surround Whitechapel are ripening into facts. In the last 3 months, the police have suspected the district of hosting what might be the heart of London's medicine black market. But of course, these suspicions will remain assumptions, for no task force or additional police presence has been sent to Whitechapel. No large drug stocks have been found, nor no crime lords arrested. This masquerade has only been planned as a desperate attempt to conceal the blatant incompetence of the London City Council Board of Health, by giving the populace a cheap and easy victory while the epidemic spreads more and more each day. Worst of all, when you take time to review the most recent statistics, you discover that the district of Whitechapel is coping with the disease much better than other parts of the city. It is a miracle, evidence of the activity of an illegal but efficient medical underground, more proof of the authorities' criminal incompetence. All I know is if a Londoner has a better chance to survive the epidemic by choosing to live in this godforsaken borough, I'm ready to move to any cheap flea-infested flat some shady landlord will agree to rent me right now. SLA. Who's SLA? I don't know. Okay. I think... Yeah. Wait. Now you guys are sick too? Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. Alright. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace, guys.